Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're jumping straight into what I can only describe as a massive, quiet revolution happening right under our noses. We're not just rehashing the usual broad AI is cool talking points. You guys already follow this stuff, so you know the basics. Instead, in this explainer, we are unpacking a highly specific, totally game-changing secret about how everyday operators are completely redefining wealth creation in the modern digital age. It's honestly mind-blowing. We're looking at source material that completely dismantles the old rules. It's no longer about needing massive upfront capital or a huge team of employees. Instead, the definition of leverage is shifting entirely toward algorithmic execution. We are going to break down the exact workflows, showing how solo operators are using these tools to achieve truly unprecedented scale.
Okay, look at this. The source material hits us right out of the gate with a staggering data point, and honestly, it sounds almost like a secret conspiracy. Check this out. An automated system generated a typical full year's salary in just 30 days. And the wildest part? It operated completely outside the traditional corporate structure, zero office space required. To really wrap our heads around this, we have to look past the initial shock value of that timeline. Because we aren't talking about a sentient robot opening a bank account here. No, we're talking about individuals using AI to build fully automated, high-traffic digital assets. Whether that's programmatic SEO instantly spinning up thousands of web pages, or a micro software product coded entirely by language models, the engine is exactly the same. It's about taking intelligent automation and using it to replicate human effort thousands of times over, totally bypassing traditional work hours.
And this brilliantly illustrates the real magic here, the complete decoupling of time from income. Think about it. The old paradigm is just fundamentally linear. You trade a specific number of your hours for a capped paycheck, completely bound by the geographic limits of an office and, well, human endurance. But what we're analyzing now is a shift to a completely non-linear paradigm, driven by asynchronous leverage. Through clever API integrations and autonomous agents, one single person can effectively do the work of a 50-person agency. You write one solid foundational prompt, and boom, the AI instantly translates it, generates natural-sounding voiceovers, and produces matching visuals simultaneously. Your output is no longer tied to the clock. It's tied to the quality of your prompts and the architecture of your automated systems. It's an absolute structural transformation.
Now, let's take a serious look at what happens when you project this efficiency out over the next few years. This is where it gets a little urgent. We really need to talk about technological debt and the genuine cost of inaction. In any major shift, the gap between early adopters and everyone else always seems manageable at first. But because AI capabilities scale exponentially rather than linearly, that gap widens incredibly fast. Fast forward 5 years, and the barrier to entry won't just be a slightly steeper learning curve. You will literally be competing against entire ecosystems of autonomous agent economies. Those who treat these systems as just passing novelties today are going to face some massive regret. The compounding nature of these workflows means that the operators building their automated pipelines right now are going to be moving at a velocity that will be practically impossible for latecomers to catch up with.
So, to truly grasp that velocity, let's go rapid fire through the actual tech stack being utilized here. Because the conversation has moved way beyond just prompting a basic text chatbot. What the data reveals is the rapid rise of autonomous agents that can chain multiple complex tasks into one seamless production pipeline. For example, in digital media, creators aren't just brainstorming. They are deploying specialized AI hosts designed specifically to optimize for audience retention. These systems focus intensely on clear communication, engaging storytelling, and strong data-backed hooks. They generate an incredibly natural voice tone with emotional delivery, and seamlessly match dynamic visuals to the script, using fast pacing engineered specifically for platforms like Shorts or TikTok. The whole goal is to keep viewers watching to the end by making the content useful, entertaining, and highly polished. And simultaneously, identical pipelines are out there writing complex functional code or editing high-res photos, automating the entire process end-to-end.
But when you look at how all these different autonomous capabilities are combining in the real world, what is the absolute most interesting part about all of this? Think about it for a second. If you have an intelligent system that handles the back-end code, writes the compelling narratives, delivers perfectly paced voiceovers, and executes the final video editing, what's the actual structural advantage for the human creator? We know the old barriers, like sky-high production costs and needing specialized technical skills, have essentially dropped to zero. So where does the unique value of the human operator actually lie when the machine can synthesize the entire final product from scratch?
Here is the massive reveal from the source material. It's the rise of completely faceless digital empires.
Everyday people are running highly successful YouTube channels and online businesses right from their homes, entirely faceless. By removing human identity from the front end of the business, creators are unlocking an unbelievable economic advantage. This model completely eliminates personality fatigue, geographic biases, and physical production bottlenecks. One single creator can run 5 different channels in 5 completely different niches, or operate software companies in languages they literally don't even speak. Because the AI is handling all the front-facing delivery, maintaining that perfect pacing and tone we just talked about, the human operator simply becomes the overarching architect. You get to focus entirely on macro strategy, system design, and prompt engineering, managing a diversified portfolio of high-yield assets without ever dealing with the friction of being a public figure.
Which brings us to a profound realization about where work is heading. If creators are out there right now building digital empires without ever showing their faces, what is stopping you from starting today? The old barriers of high production costs, public visibility, and slow linear scaling have effectively been wiped out by these algorithmic pipelines. The only bottleneck left is execution. The infrastructure to build these automated asynchronous empires is highly accessible right this second. It's really no longer a question of if this technology works, but how you will choose to deploy it. If intelligent leverage is the new capital, how will you allocate yours today? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this deep dive into the mechanics of the AI economy gave you a clear framework for understanding exactly how value is being created in this crazy new landscape. See you next time.